Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to 12 different VoicePlay YouTube shorts as well as Instagram Reels. It's my first time actually doing a full-blown reaction to their various shorts. We've checked out a handful of their shorts here and there, but this is going to be a deeper dive. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to check this out. It's going to be a different video format, and it's all thanks to Reza the Electric, whose generous support made this reaction possible. And thank you, Reza, for helping me come up with such a cool idea for a video. I really appreciate you. And she dedicates this reaction to all of the voice players. And presumably every time I do a voice play reaction, it is a dedication to you all, but I'm very glad that Reza also feels the same and explicitly denotes that. So special shout out to every one of you. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this. So the way I'm going to structure this video is it's a bit different. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this format. But because all of these are short, I wanted to do something a bit special. And for each of these different shorts we check out, I'm going to provide my notes. I'm going to assign a rating. So at the end of these 12, we're going to have an entire list of different, takeaways and potentially a unique ranking. I do this for some of my anime openings. I don't know how many of you guys watch my reactions to anime, but there's been positive reception on that front, so I think it's worth floating the idea with you all here. So I encourage you to join me along, write it in the comments as you watch the video. How would you rate each and every single one of these shorts that we listen to? And then by the end, we'll have a wonderful list, a subjective one on my behalf, and hopefully the amalgamation of all of your feedbacks will give us closer to the truth of which shorts we prefer. Now, all that said, this is going to be a fun reaction. I hope you all are excited. Let's jump in. The first one is Putting on the Ritz.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz, whoa. Different types of everyday coat pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit. Putting on the dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Oh. Super duper. Come, let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks and umbrellas in their mix. Da 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 da. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue, you.
I'm now realizing that there's so many good things to point out that this may be a hard or at least long reaction to get through. So make sure to get all your snacks and drinks, and we're going to be in this for the long haul. But so far so good. I really like the fast-paced nature of this one. Lovely snaps, as I wrote here. Really enjoy the voicing at the end. Let's listen back.
Come, let's mix with Rockefellers, walk with sticks and umbrellas in their mix.
Right there.
Putting on the Ritz.
And there was a special little pop at the end. Little pop. I think in terms of this whole this whole short here, Putting on the Ritz, that voicing at the ending definitely adds points in my book. Because this is the first one, I don't know what would be a reasonable rating. So let me just start somewhere in the mid-7s, and then we'll see how this evolves. Now, before I get any critiques in the comments, VoicePlay are already like a 10 out of 10, so when we are doing this delineation across each of the minis, I know you'll have a preference for everything to be rated a 10 out of 10, but let's work with what we have here. Each of these are going to have unique qualities, and the way we perceive music is very subjective. So I'm going to give as honest of ratings as I can, while full well knowing that I'm going to enjoy every single one of these tracks. So this is a very loving 7.3, and I'm sure any other ratings that are to follow are also filled with love. You guys got to believe in me, all right? So this one gets a 7.3 from me, solid rating, and let's check out the next one here. World's Smallest Violin. This is featuring Janan as well.
My grandpa fought in World War II. He was such a noble dude. I can't even finish school. Miss my mom and left too soon. His dad was a fireman who fought fire so violent. I think I bored my therapist while playing in my violin. Oh my God, that's so insane. Oh my God, that's such a shame. Next to them I don't feel so grand.
But I can't help myself from feeling bad.
Can be said. The world's smallest violin really needs an audience. So if I do not find somebody soon, I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphony. Just let me play my violin for you. My grandpa fought in World War II.
Love the movement in this because you switch off, right? There's like a baton being passed from Caesar, then to Janon, then I believe to everybody, then Jeff, then at some point everybody again, then back to Ellie, and then we terminate the song. It's just so seamless the way they do it, and because they're all singing at the same time, but it seems to be in like different locations, in what seems to be also the same mall as Putting on the Ritz. Very well coordinated. It's honestly very impressive how they're all able to stay in like lockstep tempo when they are apart, because what I would imagine being the case is like you would have to record and then re-record so many different times just to make sure everything was in line in terms of tempo, especially when you're recording separately and you don't have access to your digital audio warehouse. Is it DAW? Is that the acronym? Anyways, what do we rate this one? I definitely super enjoy the bounciness. That immediately for me puts it somewhere in the 8s. The question is, where would it go? And honestly, right now, I want to provide a kind of range here, maybe like 8.2 to 8.5 out of 10. And then I think we can revisit this one and give a more nuanced rating. I guess if we were to take a strict average of these two, 8.2, 8.5, that's somewhere like 8.35. So we'll just go with a tentative 8.35 for now. Again, love the bounciness and the handoffs. Really expertly done. Let's check out the third one here. Beautiful Things. And this is featuring DJ Young. Let's get ready for those high notes.
Hold you every night. That's a feeling I want to get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you. Oh, I hope I don't lose you. I need you, oh God, don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God, don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
I love this one. I love that the focus is actually primarily on Ellie here. He's the main lead vocal. He's the most pronounced melody. Everybody else is playing that helpful supporting role. Ellie builds the song. Everybody helps bridge. They fill the gaps. The glue is there. And then when we start ascending, when we didn't even expect it to ascend, then you hear those high voicings from DJ, from Caesar, mixed in with the sort of like percussive elements from Lane, and then that meaty, beautiful bass from Jeff. All of that is so well mixed here that it's still Ellie who you hear. Immediately to me, this is like in the 9s. The question is, where in the 9s would it go? And again, because we are walking on an untrodden path, I think something like a 9.2 to maybe 9.1 to 9.3 is in order here. And then we'll see how this one goes. So that, I guess, reduces to 9.2 out of 10. So what are our ratings so far? We've done 3. We've got a 7.3 from Putting on the Ritz, an 8.35 on World's Smallest Violin. Beautiful Things so far taking the cake at 9.2. Are you guys enjoying this as much as I am? I love doing these reactions. Let's keep it going. This one is now, these boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. This is featuring Omar Cardona.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You keep saying you got something for me.
Yeah.
Something you call love, but confess.
Confess, mother.
You've been messing where you shouldn't be messing. Now someone else is getting all your best. Getting all your boots are made for walking.
Is that all Lane doing those effects?
Getting all your boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. But one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Ooh, I love the way that ended. The do-do-do-do-do. It's like a chromatic, I'll call it a chromatic walk down here. I think definitely the standout elements are that chromatic walk down and the various sound effects from Lane. All the while you hear Caesar in the middle just singing lovely. Yeah, granted this is a very, subjective rating and list, but sort of the way I conceive of like the main whole number, so the left hand side of the digit and the right hand side are a bit different. So here, I'll give an example. If I were to if I rate this like a 7.8, the 7 is like the objective level that I feel like this mini reached. And then the 0.8 would be like my own subjectivity within that objective 7 level. Now, again, it all reduces down to everything I am talking about is subjective. But this is sort of the way that I conceive of it. In my mind, I sort of have like levels to songs that really stick in my mind and I start to enjoy. And, anything above a 5 is already above average. The 6s, there's an element of great like performance, but not necessarily uniqueness. 7, you get more elements of performance, uniqueness, and let's say more like dynamic movement. 8s just super solid all around, usually have unique components, and 9s typically are songs that shatter my understanding of reality. The 9.5 pluses are just, that meme of like the what is it called? Not the brainlet memes, the ascending brain memes. These ones, it's like the 5.0s are here, the 6.0s are here, 7.0s are here, 8.0s are here, the 9.0s are over here, and the 10s, man, the 10s I don't even consider because that's just like insane. That's an impossibly difficult rating to find all the time. Yet with VoicePlay, we tend to find 10s in their long form stuff. Okay, so where do I rate this now? These boots are made for walking. I think, to me, this gets a solid... I think I was correct in my assessment of 7 being the first whole number. What did I give number 1? 7.3? I think this will get a 7.2. I preferred number 1 to this one, number 4. Okay, let's keep it going. Made You Look up next here. Please don't break YouTube. Okay, this is featuring J-Nun.
She could have a Gucci on.
Gucci on.
Oh, I know this song.
She could wear Louis Vuitton, and even with the nothing on, she made me look. She made me look. Yeah, she looks good in her Versace dress.
But she's hotter when her morning hair's a mess.
And even with a hoodie on, she made me look. She made me look.
She could have a Gucci.
I kind of want to listen to this again.
On, she could wear Louis Vuitton, and even with the nothing on, she made me look. She made me look. Yeah, she looks good in her Versace dress.
But she's hotter when her morning hair's a mess.
And even with a hoodie on, she made me look. She made me look.
Yeah. This gets high 8s for me because I I have a bias towards this melody, the Louis Vuitton, like that kind of thing. So to hear them like take a stab at the song, the melody feels very well couched, and I love the switch up. And I'm just gonna listen to it again so y'all know what I'm kind of getting at.
Yeah, she looks good.
Ellie has a
Versace dress.
like Ellie right there had the solo. No one else is playing a role. Lane comes in, transitions him in into again a bit of a bounce. So to me, this gets probably mid to high 8s. I want to say. Again, I'm totally biased, but I like it, so I can't deny the self, can I? Probably 8.5 out of 10. The melodies were, I guess, unique, but not too mind-blowing. Like, the standard is high already, but I do think it's an 8.5. Yeah, I'm down to give it that. Let's keep it going. So we got Papa Mau Mau, which I have no idea what this is from, so this is going to be a fun one. This is featuring Anthony Gargiula. I've heard people say Gargiula, Gargula. I'm just doing my best.
Pa 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 mau mau pa pa mau mau pa 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 mau mau pa pa mau mau pa 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 mau mau pa pa mau mau pa 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 mau mau pa pa mau mau pa pa.
The funniest sound I ever heard. Funniest sound I ever heard. No, I can't understand a single word. I can't understand a single word. Well, is he serious or is he playing? Mau mau is all he's saying. What does it mean? What is happening here?
I like it. I like that there's like a fourth wall break here. We get to see that this probably wasn't their first attempt at this one, which is what I was kind of getting at in the I think second reaction I did to these minis, because how many takes does it take on average to make a mini happen, let alone a full-blown VoicePlay performance and track? For the fourth wall break alone, I gotta add some points. I think this gets somewhere in the 7s. 7 is speaking to me. I think the range between 7.3 and 7.7 feels right. What does that reduce to? 7.5 out of 10? I think we go with that. I really like Jeff's bass there. It felt like the floor of the song and everybody else is just bouncing off of it. Also, I've been noticing now in a few of these shorts, it's been Ellie who's been taking the lead on the primary vocal melody, which I can't say is a surprise, but it's an interesting discovery, to say the least. Also, I'm very excited for this next one, I'm Too Sexy. You know it's going to be filled with bounce, filled with groove, jazz, or maybe we don't know that. Also, Jeff is holding a dog. Omar, let's go.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me. But I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. But I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. But I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. No way I'm this good dancing.
I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk. Ooh, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Ooh.
These are malls. This is what I made a comment about this in a previous VoicePlay reaction, but I feel like they just love the mall. Why do they love the mall so much? It is fine to like the mall, although this could be an airport almost, but I'm guessing because they have to dog it as a mall. Anyways, giving Jeff the lead here, especially in this song, I think just strategically makes so much sense, so that already bumps this up fairly high. I want to say it gets in the 8s for sure. 8s, but where in the 8s? I gotta reference a previous 8 Made You Look got 8.5. I think that was fair. Beautiful Things is the only one in the 9s so far, really blowing my mind. And great work from Ellie, yeah. 8.35 for World's Smallest Violin. So it's the bounciness. Then I think, even though we are in the 8s, I think this one kind of gets a similar rating, an 8.3 out of 10. I think we could, like, I should also, like, add to some of these ratings that I'm giving, like, what could have bumped it up even higher. What I think has been sort of quote-unquote missing from these shorts, which, again, they're shorts, so you're not going to get the full-length version of a VoicePlay song. I understand that. But what would be nice in some of these shorts is more intricate voicings. Like, I love those, like, augmented chords, some of the diminished chords, or the really unique chord movements that we sometimes hear. Well, not sometimes, most of the time hear in the full-length VoicePlay tracks. So that aspect feels a little bit missing from the shorts, which also just makes me want to complain not about VoicePlay, but about shorts in general, like short form content. Now, no shade to anybody who enjoys short form. You know, I on occasion, like to watch short form stuff as well. I had TikTok for quite some time, but it's unmistakable how differently your brain becomes wired to short form versus long form content. And from the creator's standpoint, when you create short form videos, you have to omit so much context. You have to omit so much building, if you will, narratively. You just have to give the highlights of whatever content you're trying to produce. It's like a video version of what Instagram used to be. Like, I use Instagram, but not as often as I once did. And Instagram, many people touted and still tout as just a highlight reel of one's life. And there is value to doing that, but also the highlight reel presents adverse effects, right? Because now people are viewing themselves as, like, incapable of either sustaining their highlight self, or they're only creating highlight moments out of their life, and the majority of their life isn't actually highlights. So that plays negatively on the self. So in this sense, VoicePlay have to, like, choose the super high moments, the flashy moments, present the dog, present all of these unique elements that immediately stick out to people, but may not be what they want to do creatively. Now, this is not my understanding of who they are. They may want to do shorts more than long form, but as a creator myself and as a music enjoyer listener, I definitely prefer to get the elongated story, the extended cut, if you will, because there's so much meat and juice and nuance in that. I am definitely biased. So yeah, take all of my opinions here with a grain of salt, because I am a long form boy through and through. So now that was the YouTube Shorts portion of the reaction today. We have Instagram Reels now to check out. Can you guys believe that? Instagram has Reels. Snapchat has stories. Facebook has stories too. I think even, like, LinkedIn has stories. It's getting wild. Let's begin. This one is called Jump in the Line.
Day-o, me say day-o. Daylight come and me one go. Shake, 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 senora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 senora, shake it all the time. Oh, work, 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 senora, work your body line. Work, 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 senora, work it all the time. My girl's name is Senora. I tell you, friends, I adore her. And when she dances, oh brother,
she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather.
Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Shake, 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 Senora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Senora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Senora, work your body line. Work, 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 Senora, work it all the time. Day-o.
Ah, wow, that was good. I gotta finish this comment here. good syncopated beats and I guess offbeat accenting, which may be the same thing, but hey, why not be redundant when we can be? I don't know if you guys are going to be surprised by my rating here, but I think this is probably the best one I heard so far. I think easily in the 9s, just from the rhythm standpoint and the amount of vibrance in the voices of every single member there. I believe it's featuring somebody we haven't encountered yet before. That's why I write a new challenger. Is it the Harry Belafonte? Let me go to the page here. This seems to be, let me do Google instead. Harry Belafonte. No, who is this? Oh, so the song that they covered is from Harry Belafonte. But then who is this member on the right here? Arditz, is this him? Nope. Am I missing it? Am I being stupid? I think this is just Jaenon. I don't know why Jaenon is separate from the crew here. That's okay. I love the beat in this one. So a new challenger approaches goes away. That is not correct. It's foolish of me to have thought that. But we're definitely still in the 9s here. I think, yeah, a 9.4 plus is where my heart is lying. And there's some great voicings in here. And again, we have to caution every single statement that I make with the fact that these are short. So we can't really evolve much. A full-length version of this song would yield a higher rating, I'm almost certain. So definitely a 9.4 plus for me. I want to give it a 9.4 for now and then leave a 9.5 in the tank depending on how I feel looking back at this one in retrospect. So we've got 4 more to check out, but I hope you guys are enjoying the reaction so far. I know this is something new and different, but if that is the case and you would like to request a reaction yourself, you can hit the link in the description box below. Happens to be the best way to support my channel. Alright, so now let's check this next one out here. She Used to Be Mine, and this is featuring Rachel Potter. We love her.
She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked
in a beautiful pie.
She is gone, but she used to be mine. Used to be mine. She used to be mine.
Wow.
She's imperfect, but she tries.
This one. Come on, this one. 9.6 plus. Easily. I'm down to listen to the whole thing again. A few comments there. Oh, my camera died, even though I tried to keep it alive. A few comments here, and then we'll listen to it again. There's so many amazing little moments that just added. And then when they all stripped away and it was just Rachel again, I knew that this would be a high rating. I love the way that the boys are weaving in and around Rachel's voice, still serving as this like musical woven net for her to like rest atop of and almost like a trampoline bounce off of and really reach new highs. It almost feels like when you kind of like load a spring and you really have to tighten it, and then once you like release the lever, whatever is like atop that little platform will just rocket up into space. That was Rachel there. She just was able to rock it up. Let's listen to that all again. Also, this last comment here, I love that they filmed this in a way that is loopable. So great for the Instagram algorithm, YouTube Shorts algorithm, when you can like make the video the beginning and the end, and it just continues and goes and goes and goes.
She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She
won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind.
She is lonely most of the time.
She is all of this mixed up and baked
in a beautiful pie.
She is gone, but she used to be mine. Used to be mine. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
I'm definitely biased, but like I am super partial to Rachel, and I think every single VoicePlay song and mini that I've heard containing Rachel has just blown me away. And we even reacted to some Rachel and her solo kind of works with the other other like VoicePlay features, and oh my god, it was earth-shatteringly good. So I think just by virtue of having Rachel, you already deserve points. This one gets a 9.7 from me. The best one we've heard so far. All right, we've got 3 more. We're in the home stretch, so hope you guys are still sticking with me here. We've got I Lose Control. Let's check it out.
Something's got a hold of me lately. No, I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my door. Out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me. I'm trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me, when you're not here with me? Yeah, I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me, when you're not here with me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
That's the one. You didn't hit the light this time.
Oh, the bangers are all back to back now. The bangers are all back to back. Top to bottom, that one was fire. Top to bottom, that was fire. 9.6 immediately. The only reason it's not higher is because 9.7 belongs to Rachel. But man, were the individual elements that comprise this performance and arrangement so stellar. I love that disgusting drop from Jeff that led into the different runs that followed, and even before all of that, we had so much prowess. See, this is really weird because getting to write down my thoughts in real time, it's like I'm cheating when I then give my commentary, but it's also literally what I'm thinking and what I wrote. So maybe it's redundant. I don't know. I need your guys' feedback on this video. Let's check out the next one. This one's called Valerie, featuring Omar Cardona.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things that you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Cause since I've come on home, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Whoa, Valerie. Why don't you come on over? Valerie. Whoa, Valerie. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Oh,
Well,
dude, These runs, man. I think all I wrote runs, subtle performance from Caesar, runs. The runs. The runs. This immediately it's in the eights because it is highly memorable, and dude, the runs from Omar. I love when he features. He, Janon, Rachel, DJ. I think they are among my top VoicePlay features. It's really hard to like discount any of the other feature artists though that do play with VoicePlay, like Anthony. I think he also deserves to be on that list. I think Michael also deserves to be on that list, though I've heard less of Michael. There's many other names that can fit that, but I like Omar here. Definitely gets an eights from me. I would now have to compare to the previous eights I have given to see where this goes. I'm Too Sexy. This was 8.3. Do I rate this higher than I'm Too Sexy? What about Made You Look? I'm going to put this right between Made You Look and I'm Too Sexy. So that would be an 8.4 out of 10. And that just leaves us with one last mini to check out here. Forever Young. Let's do it. This one features Janon yet again.
Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Ooh. Do you really wanna live forever, forever? Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can't wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb tonight? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in the sandpit, life is a short trip. Music's for the sidemen. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the bad man. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever, forever young. I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever young.
We gotta add that in the notes. Little kiss from Caesar at the end. Of course, that's gonna give some more bonus points. I really like that one as well. This is immediately either high eights or low nines for me. I love that intro chord. Let's hear that one chord again.
Forever young, I wanna be forever young.
Young, I don't even know what that is. That's super diminished. No, it's not diminished. It's like more augmented, which was exactly what I was asking for maybe like five reactions ago. Yeah, just for that, I'm going to put this in the nines actually. So we got to give it a 9.0 to 9 point, I would say 2 range. We didn't get much from the highs and less on the agility front. And in terms of melody, this song isn't necessarily my favorite, even though there's a lot of good that VoicePlay does with it. So I think it probably just ends up at a 9.1 out of 10. Just to ease the comparison here. So I believe now we've assigned all these ratings. Why not take a look back? I hope you guys have been doing your own ratings throughout this reaction. Compile your list. You can rank order them if you'd like, or you can just list them number 1 through 12 and we can compare that way as well. But let me give you my ratings one by one. So we started off with Putting on the Ritz. I gave it a 7.3 out of 10. Reflecting back, because that was the first song that I heard in terms of the minis, I think I'm happy with the 7.3. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to keep it. World's Smallest Violin got an 8.35. Very particular, I know. We don't care about significant figures, scientific notation, all of that stuff. This is just my rating. So 8.35 is going to be reasonable for us. And then we got Beautiful Things. And this one, right away, just blew me away. I think in terms of the composition, letting Ellie shine, and the percussion coming from Lane, as always, makes it happen. And you get that high voicing from, I think DJ was in this one. So immediately in the 9s, this one got a 9.2 from me. Then we had 4, These Boots Are Made for Walkin', 7.2. I think this actually might be the lowest rating out of everything, which honestly kind of feels wrong at this point, because I really enjoyed the effects from Lane and that chromatic walk down. So I'm going to upgrade this to a 7.4 out of 10. And I can do that because I can do that. Then 5, Made You Look. This one got mid to high 8s, 8.5 out of 10. I thought this was pretty reasonable here. Really solid song from start to finish, and nothing that I could really consider as being a problem, quote unquote, with this song. Just a damn good mini. Then 6 here, Papa Mau Mau, one of the craziest names that I read off of that list of 12. Didn't know what this song was about, but I actually did begin to recognize the melody despite not having been aware of it. Love that deep bass from Jeff. It makes so much sense to give him that introductory role. And again, interestingly enough, Ellie getting a lot of face time as the lead, which, come to think of it, Ellie does get a lot of the lead parts when you consider VoicePlay's like totality. Obviously the feature artists, when they appear, they get a lot of presence as well, but they come and go. So great from Ellie. I think I do want to actually upgrade this one too, to a 7.6 out of 10. Okay, now I'm Too Sexy. That was an 8.3 for me. I think I was really happy with that rating at the time that I gave it. Giving Jeff the lead just fit so perfectly, and everything else was very pleasant, well cushioned, and didn't really like blow my mind outside of those just tangible elements that made the song work. And that's fine. There's always a place for having just a good arrangement, a good song. It doesn't have to be mind-blowing by any stretch. We just need something from VoicePlay, and whenever they give something, it's good enough for me. So 8.3 is my rating here. Then jump in the line. This is where things changed for me, and I think that 9.4 plus was already a really high rating, but honestly the 9.5 feels a bit juicier to me. It feels more correct. 9.5 out of 10. She Used to Be Mine. Rachel. Just for that, this gets a 9.8 out of 10, actually. It works for me. There's just so much about this arrangement, performance, the way they pulled her up, pulled her down, let her shine, then all by herself she stood, and then you repeat it all. It just works. It's very well encapsulated, and I just love the slides, the moments where the melody cuts off, but then Rachel picks it up again, and then the rest of the boys support her again, springboarding her into the heavens. 9.8 for sure. 10, I Lose Control. This one got a 9.6, another absolute banger from top to bottom. Loved the movement, loved some of the, I guess, vocal melodies there as well. When you put anything in the 9s as Sohum, it's kind of like redundant to say a lot of the comments that I would say, because every element was like almost at the top of its game. This is where you kind of have to point out some of the unique components, and I think in this one in particular, the runs stood out. So yeah, 9.6 stands. Valerie, I think 8.4, runs. Kind of simple in that sense. That's the one unique selling proposition here. And it works solidly. It works enough to get an 8.4. And lastly, Forever Young, the 9.1, which was very recent now in my memory. The final kiss from Caesar, I think, seals the reaction. Let me know in the comments again, which songs did you have at the top of the list? What were all of your ratings? What did you think about the style of video? Let me know all of that good stuff in the comments down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Hey friends, I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today, and if you'd like me to react to one of your favorite songs, you can hit the link in the description box down below. It is the best way to support my channel. But in any case, your support, your kindness, your comments, your likes, they mean the world to me, and I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.